Barkati Yawa, Barkati Yawa Shai, Barkati Yawa, Barkati Yawa Shai, Barkati Yawa, Barkati Yawa Shai, Call Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yawa Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and deals me putting up videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep. This is McCoy from the Trumpet and VA camp, and I'm going to get right into it.
Do you now know who the whistleblower is, sir?
Well, we're trying to find out about a whistleblower. When you have a whistleblower that reports things that were incorrect.
The president's main response to the impeachment inquiry launched by the Democrats has been to take to social media and to suggest that this would be in the worst interest for the country. One of his responses that got significant attention was him tweeting a quote from one of his top evangelical faith advisors about his impeachment leading to a possible civil war-like fracture. This was notable because the president actually has a track record of suggesting that if things do not go his way, that he and his supporters could respond violently.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. But
perhaps one of the main reasons the president threatens or insinuates that violence would occur if things don't go the way he and his supporters want them to is because his political ideology is deeply rooted in this idea of victimhood, that he and the individuals that he represents are getting an unfair shake at politics, at life in America, and other issues. As a result, his response to that is to say that we will not take this lying down.
All right, so you see, people are speculating on what Trump meant by his tweets, talking about some. Matter of fact, let me see if I can go to it. So he says, and I do want to make this prediction this morning. If the Democrats are successful in removing the president from office, I'm afraid it will cause a civil war like fracture in this nation from which this country will never heal. So you got people speculating right now. What does he mean by that? And as you can see in the little clip, you can see Trump basically trying to start problems. And now you can see earlier, matter of fact, let me see if I can find it.
Today, Donald Trump's rallies drew more protests, his campaign drew a big endorsement, and his opponents drew up an emergency plan to break his momentum. Marco Rubio sacked.
Donald Trump's campaign is surrounded by controversy this morning after a weekend of chaos and violence. Noisy protests followed Trump along the campaign trail. Demonstrators clashed with police and Trump supporters outside his events.
Another Trump rally is just starting in North Carolina, while John Kasich is campaigning right now in his home state of Ohio. Those states will have important primary elections tomorrow, along with Florida, Illinois, and Missouri. The latest CBS News Battleground Tracker shows Trump with a big Ohio.
Kasich vote in hopes of depriving Donald Trump of a victory here. More and more stormy days on the campaign trail.
we had some, I would say they were, let's be nice, protesters, okay?
Late Sunday night, Donald Trump summarized a weekend of nasty clashes on the campaign trail.
All over the world, they're talking about what took place, and they're talking about us, and they're talking about how well we handled it.
Marco Rubio blamed Trump and his rhetoric for the stormiest days of the 2016 campaign.
What we see instead is a new brand of leadership, which is no leadership at all, which says to people, yes, get angry, get even angrier. We are now a nation where people hate each other.
It all started Friday when large student-run protests forced Trump to cancel a nighttime rally in Chicago.
Tonight's rally will be postponed.
Moments later, fights broke out between protesters and Trump supporters. Clashes spilled onto the streets. Police arrested 5, One of those arrested, CBS News journalist Sopan Deb, who identified himself as press before being hauled away.
It was tense right from the start. I've never seen anything like I saw last night.
In Ohio on Saturday, Trump defended his supporters, implying they were provoked.
These were people that want to make America great again. That's all it is. It's very simple.
During Trump's speech, a man jumped over the security barrier and rushed the stage before being tackled by Secret Service. Hours later in Kansas City, Trump said he was ready for a fight.
I would have been out there fighting, folks. I don't know if I would have done well, but I would have been boom, boom, boom. I'll beat that.
Roughly 500 anti-Trump protesters clashed with police on horseback, who later used pepper spray to disperse the crowds. On Face the Nation Sunday, Trump dismissed activists opposed to his campaign.
I don't think they have a great future. I think they're disruptors. I think they are not in love with our country.
Trump also said he may pay legal bills for a man charged with assault after punching a protester at a rally in North Carolina last week.
I don't condone violence, but the kid shouldn't have had the finger up in the air either, okay? If that's what he did. So I'm going to take a look at the tape and I'll let you know.
Trump canceled a rally in Florida today to campaign here in Ohio, where he's locked in a dead heat with.
So this is the type of stuff Trump gets into. And this is the type of stuff where people expect is going to happen after he's basically impeached and kicked out. Which, Lord willing, something like that does pop up. I would love to see that. And that'd be prophecy, ultimately. Let me see. So 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their own power. Because this is when you're going to race wars and things like that is going to pop off, and they can be worried about no cops or anything like that. So if Trump actually does succeed in doing what he want to do after if he gets impeached, you're going to see the people. They're not going to care about the cops, nothing of that. Because you can see during the protest, you can see these people doing whatever they're doing for Trump. They didn't care about the cops or law enforcement, any of that. They were just going to do it because Trump told them to do it. And ultimately, these Edomites, they hate Jake, so they'll do anything really. If all they need is like a tad persuasion, right? And then it's pretty much this a wrap. They don't really need much persuasion to do what they got to get done. Let me see. Proverbs 21. And when the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water turneth, it withers soever he will. So it says, basically it's saying Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they control everything that goes on. Okay. So if you by the way, I love the spirit that's going on right now with with the apostles getting on brothers to basically push harder, because that's because we at the end right now. Okay, so you want to put everything you got into this last go. We ain't got nothing else. But I'm gonna get back to this. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is basically saying they control everything that goes on. Okay, Trump is doing what he's doing because he controls everybody who's making moves. It's because he's controlling it that way. And ultimately, it's going to be because this place is going to be destroyed. Let's go over here. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing wherein I sent it. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, yo, my word go out, it's going to do what it says. Okay, if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Okay, if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It ain't no coming back. It ain't It ain't no this like the nukes when they get shot off. It ain't no coming back. Okay, they gonna hit the target and it's gonna be checkmate. Yeah, how about Shimmy Al-Shai say it's gonna be. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Let's go here. Matthew 12:26. And as Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Now, ultimately, we know Russia is going to come up against America, 2 Edomites, okay? And you're going to have each other. They're going to be Satan trying to cast out Satan. And in doing that, that's why this place is going to be destroyed. I remember like a year or two ago, you had Putin talking about if U.S. wants to start war, we can do it, but make no mistake, everybody's gonna die, and that's true. Because when those missiles start flying, this place that's gonna be the end of this place. That's gonna be the day the chariots are here. Okay, that really is gonna be the end of this place. But not how these people think. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those who putting up videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. Adawan Ratazah Atham Yakal. Shalom.